Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. So this video is about remonstration letter, or in other words you can say what are the possibilities you can go for once you get your visa refusal or your visa rejection. So without any further delay, let's start the video.
So many dreams, in my life. I dream a lot of things in my life. You dream, I dream, they dream, we dream. Cause we don't be satisfied for what we have. We have different dreams in my life.
So once you get your visa rejection, it could be in the form of an email or a letter. So in this letter, embassy mentions two possibilities. Number one, to go in Berlin in the court and challenge this decision. And number two, to do a remonstration letter within the embassy. So you guys have to keep one thing in mind, which is really important, that embassy give a deadline of 1 month and you have to go to court or do a remonstration in the embassy within 1 month. So don't miss it out. So generally the processing time in the court in Berlin is around about 10 months, while the processing time in the embassy for remonstration is around about 3 months. And when you go to court in Berlin, of course you have to hire a lawyer, so it's expensive, while doing a remonstration in the embassy is you can do it yourself. Write down a letter, send it to the embassy against your visa rejection. Personally, I did a remonstration within the embassy because it was more convenient for me, and of course it's more cheaper than going in the court. So what is a remonstration letter? Remonstration letter is a letter you write down to the visa officer in the embassy against his decision, against the visa rejection. So it's pretty simple. So for writing a remonstration letter, it's very important to know the reason of your visa rejection. For example, the reason was doubts about your marriage, for example. So you have to give all of the evidences or all of the proofs to remove their doubts about your marriage. Or for example, it was a financial rejection on your visa, so you have to give the proof of finances that look, I can afford it, or whatever, but you have to know about your reason, and against these reasons you have to write down the letter. And for that purpose they mentioned on their website that don't forget to write down your name, your passport number, your barcode number. The letter they send you, it has a 6-digit barcode number, so don't forget to mention it. Your name, passport number, barcode, and don't forget to mention your email. Let me give you an idea of how to start a remonstration letter. So you can start with for example, you wrote down your name, your passport number, your barcode number, and your email, and after that to the visa officer, German embassy, Islamabad, Delhi, wherever you are. And after that you can start with that, I'm deeply saddened with the visa refusal letter that I got on mentioned date, for example 15th October, so that they know that you got the letter on 15 and you have 1 month time to do a remonstration until next 15th November. So mention the date, and then mention it that in this letter I would like to give you the evidences, or for example it's a financial refusal, so you can say in the following, I would like to give you the proof of my financial income or something like that, and then you can start a letter. Actually this is my remonstration letter. Because of the data protection I cannot share it with you guys, and write it down. For example, you wrote down 5 points, but make sure I did it like, for example, I had 5 points. With each point I attached the proof. For example, in my bank, so I attached my for proof, look at, this is my bank number, this is my bank, and you guys can check my financial status. And at the end, uh, I wrote down clearly that I shared all of this information to the best of my knowledge, and if this knowledge was not sufficient for you guys, so embassy can email me or write me a letter if they need any document or any cooperation. So I'm here, always here for you guys to provide you any document or any information you guys need to process my visa. And in the end, I requested them that please reassess your decision, and I hope these proofs would give a different light over my visa for you guys now. And yeah, make sure you request them to think about the decision one more time. And yeah, at the end, you write down your name, date, and don't forget to sign it. You should sign this letter, or otherwise it's not valid. And even if you have to scan this letter and send it to the email, so they mentioned on their website that you guys have to sign it, otherwise this letter is not valid. So don't forget it. I would like to share a very important point with you guys, that remonstration letter, maybe they accept it in the embassy and you guys get your visa, and there is a possibility maybe they reject the remonstration letter too. So you guys don't need to be panic, you can still appeal or go to the court in Berlin and challenge this decision one more time. In the end, story time. So I would like to share my story with you guys. Once I got my visa refusal, of course, it was a heartbreaking moment of my life because I waited so longer for my visa, and I was really sure that I will get my visa sooner or later. So as soon as possible. So once I got my visa letter, I was of course kind of shocked when I saw the visa refusal. But anyway, I wrote down my remonstration letter. Actually, it was not so easy because embassy never ever tell you the exact refusal or the exact reason why your visa is rejected. They always say that, for example, they have doubts, but they don't tell you what exactly their doubts are, you know, which would be way more easy to clarify to them. Anyway, so with the broken heart, I discussed it with my wife, and I still remember we couldn't understand their letter, so it took almost 1 week for us to sit down and think about this letter and write down the points. And then after that, within 7 days we wrote down this letter, and after that we sent it to the embassy with the post, and we sent it with their email too. And luckily we got a very quick reply from embassy within 1 month, and in this email they stated that we got your remonstration letter, and because a lot of people applied for the visa, it could take some time, but we are going to trying our best to process this remonstration letter as soon as possible. So after within 2 months we got a call. My wife was in Germany and I was in Pakistan, and she got a letter that she is going to be re-interviewed. And I was also, embassy called me 1 week before that I have a re-interview in German embassy Islamabad. So once I got a call from the embassy about my re-interview, so it means that they accepted our remonstration letter, and of course I felt really happy, and luckily they accepted our letter. And yeah, we didn't go for any lawyer, and Allah saved us a lot of time and a lot of money. I wish you a very good luck for your family reunion visa. I hope you guys will be reunited as soon as possible, and don't forget to remember us in your beautiful prayers. The next video is about re-interview after remonstration letter. Take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum. Ciao.
Oh,